让世界的人知道说，西藏的问题不再只是西藏人自己的问题，而是一个国际的问题。
除了宗教之外，还有什么？
对对。
Taiwan is one country which in the next 15 years will come underwater. Taiwan is one country which in the next 15 years will come underwater.
台湾在未来50年跟印度
In the next 15 years.
台湾在未来15年会沉到海里。
This is what the scientists are saying.
有些科学家这么说。
Scientists are saying that most of the islands, low-lying countries, are going to go underwater as the ice in the Arctic Circle and Antarctic are melting. Water levels are already rising. Even in small floods, small low-lying countries like Venice, for example, the photographs that you see is going to go underwater. Australia, Taiwan. And part of that water is going to come down from Himalayas. It's happening because China is not just for politics. There is a mindless mining in Tibet and industrialization happening in Tibet. It's not just for political reasons that China is maintaining its occupation of Tibet. It's mostly because the world is hungry to dig out more natural resources because of our consumption. As all of us are in this, because we need more. We need more 2 cars, we need more clothes. We have 10, 12 different shoes. Our consumption is eating more natural resources from the earth. And China is the country who is actually giving you that. We are making the demand. China is willing to go out to make that. And to make that, they are digging out the mountains, the valleys, and especially in Mongolia and East Turkestan and Tibet. These are the countries where China is digging. So mines in Tibet mining is happening. And because of the mining and industrialization of Tibet, not only the snow mountains melting in the Himalayas, Tibet has a very unique land called the permafrost. Permafrost means that in summer it's a marshland made of water and grass, and in winter, because of extreme low temperature, the water goes underneath the earth and it gets frozen. In winter, the whole land is cracked. Now, because of the rising temperature, the water is now, instead of going underneath, it is remaining up forever, and it's releasing methane gas. Methane gas is more dangerous than carbon dioxide. and is going to maintain and increase the level of global warming to such a level that what the scientists are approximating, that if this continues, Taiwan and Australia and some countries will go underwater in the next 15 years, may go underwater even faster. So all of us should be concerned. It's not political reasons. For our own lives and for our own land, we all must be concerned. Tibet gives water, rivers from Tibet flows into Pakistan, India, Nepal, Bhutan, Bangladesh, Laos, Cambodia, Burma, and China. Some of the most important and big rivers in Asia come from Tibet. And China is mining Tibet. Not all these important rivers like River Salween, Mekong, Yangtze, Yellow River, Brahmaputra, Indus, Satluj, all of them come from Tibet. For strategic reasons, these rivers are used by China as a defense against these countries. So of course all these countries will be guaranteed. But therefore, more than Buddhism or spiritual practice, Buddhism and spiritual practice and all the non-violence that I'm talking about are very nice things. People will not be interested. People will rise up, especially India, when their interests are hurt. And India and China are going to be, they are already competing with each other, and they are going to be more confrontational. And not for Tibet, but for their own interest, these countries will have to complain against China. And not because they hate China, but because China needs to produce more, and to produce more, they need to use all these natural resources, including water. So this is going to bound to create trouble in countries all across Asia. So we don't have to do anything. China and other Asian countries are bound to get into confrontation.
好，那他举出至少有2点啊，一个就是说从生态环境的角度来看，我们现在大家都很关注这个温室效应啊，那温室效应海平面上升主要的原因呢，大家都只注意到南北极的融冰的问题，但事实上呢，现在已经有很多学者指出来，喜马拉雅山脉其实是地球的第3极啊，那所以这个海平面上升的问题很大一部分呢，也是来自于喜马拉雅山的融冰的现象。那喜马拉雅山为什么会融冰？其实不只是因为温度上升，而且还因为中国在喜马拉雅山，也就是在图博高原这边大量的采矿以及大量的建设工业啊，这些活动使得高原的温度上升，然后它破坏了这个，它一方面它造成了这个雪山的冰雪融化，另外一方面它也使得图博原本的这种冻原的地形啊，它本来冬天它的水分会下沉结冻，但是因为温度的上升，使得它水分没有办法保存在地下，反而被蒸发出来，形成了温室气体，那就更加速了这个温室效应啊。所以这是从生态环境的角度来看，我们应该要关注的问题。第二是从地缘政治的角度来看，因为东亚包括中国以及东南亚各国啊，整个印度次大陆跟东南亚半岛跟这个中国几乎所有的主要的水系啊，就这些河流都是源自于图博高原。那中国在这个高原上面大量的采矿，那然后呢，他们又为了战略的目的而控制这些河流这些水源啊，那所以这个造成中国如果继续占领图博下去呢，总有一天中国跟这些周边国家会为了这些水源而产生冲突。但是如果今天图博高原是由 没有这种战略扩张的这种意图的图博人民来管理的话，他们就不会造成这个问题，他们会使得这个地区成为一个有益于对周边国家，而不是去产生冲突的一个来源。所以从这两个角度来看，在我们关心图博不只是为了宗教，也不只是为了纯粹政治的理由，而是跟我们每天的生活都有关系。
在影片中看到白喇嘛跟这个丹家真宗先生所提出来的这个诉求是不一样的，不一样的。那这两种的诉求会不会影响到西藏他在争取他在宗教和人权上面的一个团结？那第二个问题就是，我本人是比较赞成这个达赖喇嘛讲的争取一个自治区，自治区。那感觉上好像丹家真宗先生讲的是要争取一个独立，西藏独立。那我也赞成，我也完全赞成。但是似乎西藏独立的路似乎是非常的遥远。那在达赖喇嘛所提出来的一个自治区。似乎我们看到还有一点点的机会，在面对中共而言，那针对这个问题是可以分析。
For all Tibetans, including me, for all of us, His Holiness the Dalai Lama is a Buddha. His sense of compassion is unimaginable. For him, the concerns are not just Tibetan. For him, the concerns are not just Tibetan Chinese. His concerns for all human beings, all living beings. We are the small people. My problem is only about Tibet. I don't worry about other people. My mind is too small. I want Tibet, free Tibet only. I love to think for the Burmese, for the Chinese, for the laborer, for the mothers, cancer patients, children. I love to think about that, but I can't. My mind is very small. So I speak the language of a human being who is in the street, who has a lot of problems. And because I do not have that kind of a Buddha's mind, I have more love and respect for His Holiness. And I understand my limitation. I want free Tibet, I don't understand anything else. And free Tibet I will make. In my life, whatever it takes, I will do. I will work. All my life I will work. I will make free Tibet. That's my concern. What is, I think, basically a common thing is our common belief in our hearts. His Holiness the Dalai Lama, when he talks ideology or methods, ways of means, living, everything is based on our hearts. We are not different. We speak for independence today, but we want to do it non-violent. But within the non-violence there is a difference. His Holiness the Dalai Lama wants to speak to Chinese and by talking to them find a negotiated solution. But we think that this Hu Jintao-run government is not going to talk to us. They have no interest to talk to us. We understand his politics. Talking to Tibetans is long distance dream. Hu Jintao is not willing to talk to his own Chinese people who are asking for freedom of press, for example, in China. He's not talking to them. He's just making people listen to him. And that is a party dictatorship in China. So we understand this politics. So instead of trying to find a negotiated solution or trying to talk to him, we are protesting, we sit on hunger strike, we go on marches. When Hu Jintao and all these people are coming, we go out into the street. I have climbed up buildings to protest. I've done that and I will continue to do more. And still, these are all non-violent actions. These are the protest actions which His Holiness the Dalai Lama doesn't agree with. His Holiness says, let us talk to them. They are human beings. So this is the difference where I see. About autonomy and independence, of course, there was a huge debate on the film. You must have seen all this. I mean, you have heard everything. Autonomy is something that sounds beautiful, easy to achieve, because it's much less than independence. But with China, Hu Jintao government, their main idea is to keep His Holiness the Dalai Lama away from Tibet. Whether we ask for autonomy or independence, China is not going to give anything. Autonomy sounds more achievable because it's much less. But Hu Jintao knows the moment His Holiness the Dalai Lama takes one step in Tibet, all the Tibetans are going to come together and rally and get united, and Hu Jintao will not be able to handle a situation like that. So for Hu Jintao, the main idea is to keep His Holiness the Dalai Lama out of Tibet and continue to say we are having dialogue, discussion, negotiation, which doesn't end, doesn't give us any result. So we may be having a lot of internal dialogues about independence and autonomy, but China is not going to give us anything. That we know. And therefore, I earlier said that Tibet is a part of a larger, very, very complex international and Chinese problem. And unless that larger lie of China is not solved, the issue of Tibet will not be solved. Firstly, the lie with which People's Republic of China had been created, with which China has been maintaining that control over China itself and over the countries. Unless that lie is not exposed and brought down to reality, unless that truth is not told, solving Tibet problem is a long distance. So, if you are talking about long distance, not just autonomy, both independence. So we know that reality is much more complex and difficult. But we are willing to go at whatever level. Because at the end, it is not just Tibetan people. It's the Chinese people who are suffering, and they will have to find a problem to their own. They have to find a solution to their own problem.
就是对于所有的读国人来说，达赖喇嘛就像一个活佛一样啊。那他